So yeah. And as I mentioned, yeah, we're not too sure what happened to the sick buffalo, and I know that at one point there was a buffalo with a limp. Not too sure what happened to him, but you haven't seen him in a while. But who knows? Could have been in that big herd we saw this morning. So, but there's a lot to keep track of, and lots kind of hiding behind. So maybe the sick buffalo was still there. You never know. All right. See, we're just kind of standing around there. Let's kind of come back to the buffalo. It's just kind of a lazy day. You got the buffalo just relaxing in Gowrie watering hole, just standing around, keeping cool. And then you've got the zebras as well, just standing around, the tail going all out because the flies are out in pretty full force today, as you can kind of imagine. Well, with the buffaloes around, there's lots of droppings around, and the flies do enjoy that, so there's plenty of those around. This morning's drive, there was quite a bit.
Today, maybe it's just because it's a weekend. Maybe they're deciding to go for visiting their friends or something like that to another area.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's the weekend, so the animals are taking their holiday right now and just relaxing. Okay, we're not going to do much. It's time to just sit back and relax and enjoy the day. I'm kind of surprised that there are animals today, because usually during the WeChats, what happens is as soon as we start, typically everything leaves the watering hole, so there's nothing on the cam. So all you basically get is a lot of us here in the final control, as you're seeing right here. And yeah, it seems like as soon as we kind of finish the show, just a few minutes later, a whole bunch of animals come out. But yeah, luckily today there's some animal activity, even though they're just kind of sitting around. It's still always nice to see the animals. All right. All right, we have another question from Akita. Is wondering, has the season been drier than last year as far as the water holes drying up? I'm not too sure. I've just been here for a little over 5 weeks now. So, P-Way, have you been here a while? Have the water holes been this dry before?
Yeah, it was dry last year. It's the same like this year. It was dry. The rain, we get rain later. Like now, as I'm seeing now, nothing coming, no rain, no everything. But we're still waiting because I don't know what's going on. all is on hands, God. We leave it from God. God will make a plan to help us to fill up the Gowrie. But if Gowrie is fill up with water, it's beautiful. As you see the last picture, it was good. So, we have another visitors again at Gowrie. So wildebeest, blue wildebeest.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch the interaction with the wildebeest and the buffalo. We'll see what happens. It's always interesting to see what comes down. And yeah, the wildebeests are amazing animals to watch as well. I've also been in Kenya before during the Great Migrations, where literally hundreds of thousands of wildebeest are migrating, and it's literally just like almost a non-stop stream, many kilometers long, just sometimes even taking up most of the horizon, because one of the places I was at the Masai Mara watching them, and where it's just lots of grassland where only just a few little acacia trees, so often the horizon just like covered the whole horizon, just a long line of wildebeest. That's an amazing sight to watch. And yeah, it looks like we have one of the buffaloes by the rocks that got up and was looking at the wildebeest a little bit. And yeah, the wildebeest aren't too sure what to do, are just trying to figure out, okay, should we go in there with the buffalo or not, or should we wait? So yeah. that's what's going on. And yeah, once again, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to our morning game drive. Maybe tune in for some of the walk, as well as those that are just tuning in now to WeChat. That's what you're kind of watching and listening to. Yeah, to where you're seeing wildebeest, but hearing some people talk. That's myself, Simon, and then Supiwi's with me, and we're doing an episode of WeChat where it gives you the chance to ask us questions by either logging on to the social network and going into the WeChat and chatting with us, or you can also send emails to finalcontrol@wildearth.tv. And if you have any questions throughout the game drives, feel free to do so, as well as sometimes we really like to answer the questions for everybody, or think about it and get back to you. And that's the other beautiful thing about Wild Earth, is that if you're in the chat room, there's lots of people that do know some of the answers and can actually get to them pretty quick before we can even read some of the questions at times. So that's an amazing thing. It's all part of being about the We community and We family. So it's great. And we had a comment saying that Gary is beautiful when it's full. I think the new viewers will be surprised as how big it is and how kind of green it is. I myself haven't really seen it personally green, but in one of the videos featured on our blog in the past week, looked at one of them and saw the watering hole, and it's amazing how completely different it was. It was all green around it, and just lots of thick green bush and all that. And everybody keeps saying, Brexton, Peter, keep telling all of us, Pete, Herman, and myself, that it's amazing the changes after the first rains, how different things are here, how green, how thick the brush is, and how kind of difficult it is to spot some of the animals because they're so they're hidden out well and hard to find. So that'll be an interesting challenge, and it'll be interesting to see how things change. And as you might have been seeing on some of the game drives, there's been a little bit more green out there, but I'm sure not as much as normal. And I'm sure there's plenty more green to come, which will be interesting, and I'm sure all the animals will be happy when the rains come, as so will we. All right. It looks like Peeway's getting an important call right now, and I'll try and stick with the. We'll see what happens. I'll pan over a little bit. Well, it looks like the buffalo have gotten up and a little bit due to the wildebeest. All right, I'm gonna also quickly check. Doesn't look like there's too many questions coming in. That could also be, I believe, that the Zap Live has been working on some maintenance right now, and so kind of goes in and out of being able to watch it. So hopefully some of you are still able to watch, and hopefully you'll can tune in again. All right. Oh, yeah, it looks like. There we go. Looks like one wildebeest got a little brave and started to drink before he just ran off there in the top left corner. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's just another interesting day here. So once again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. In the meantime, just kind of enjoy. And Speedway's just coming back. Just had to step out for a quick moment. All right. Looks like Kid is mentioning that knowing that the wildebeest really were reintroduced to Juma, is there any tracking of how the herd is doing? I'm not too sure if there's any tracking going on. I haven't seen any wildebeest with collars or any kind of transmitters or people studying them, but I'm sure that if the rangers come across sightings of the wildebeest, I don't know if they kind of relay it to people, but it's hard to say. Like I said, I don't know if they're tracking them, but I'm sure some people are keeping kind of an eye on them, and I'm sure that you guys are too, kind of maybe recording some of the sightings that we see with them. So some of you might know.